What's going on, guys? It's Tony from Lone Wolf Paintball, and today I'm talking about the brand new Empire FLO Reg with the JT Ultra Lite bottles.
And why? This is the best source for bottles and regulators and all the things in paintball.
All of the things in paintball, that is lonewolfpaintball.com. So we're going to jump on into it first with the bottles. Quick talk about those, and then we're going to go into the Empire FLO Reg, which you guys definitely want to know about. JT Ultra Lite bottles, 80 cubic inches, holds a lot more air. We've got them in gray, we've got them in red, and we've got them in black. Let's first off by throwing them on the scale. You ready, Mark?
Okay, what am I looking for? These heavy, you said they're ultra light,
Ultra light, these are supposed to be great. So I'm gonna put this on, we're gonna hit tear, and then we're gonna throw on the 80 cubic inch JT Ultra Lite. What are we looking at?
2 pounds even.
2 pounds even. So bottle only, no reg, 2 pounds even.
Oh, wait, you got the little red cap still in there, don't you? That's at least a ½ ounce.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, let's be realistic.
Yep, we got the red protective cap for the threads. So we're gonna tear the scale again. And
tearing the scale zeroes it out so that the little display stand doesn't influence the weight. Ha, told you.
It was 0.01 of an ounce, something like that. I'm reading
you breathed out it. You got some saliva. It went over the 2 pounds.
Got him. All right, so it was a little bit lighter without the red protective cap, but you're looking around 2 pounds for the 80 cubic inch JT Ultra Lite bottle only. Just for
how much are those things?
These bottles by itself, I think they retail right around 190 bucks.
Nice.
Pretty sure. Is that correct, Mark? Do you know?
Yeah, I think that sounds right to me.
Okay, sounds good. Let's throw on the 68 Empire Ultra Lite. So obviously same umbrella of a company, but we've got a 68 Empire Ultra Lite here. Don't forget, take out the red cap. Mark needs to know. Let's hit tear again. So 68 Empire Ultra Lite says it is, where are we at?
1 pound, 10.8 ounces?
1 pound, pretty much 11 ounces at the end of the day. 1 pound, you know, we'll call it 1 pound 11. Give them a little heavier here. So, okay, definitely lighter than the 80s, which would make sense. It's a smaller tank. So, all right, enough with the scale, Mark. Let's jump into the Empire FLO Reg. Are you ready? Well, you know what? You want to talk about price point? Do you know if I put this FLO Reg on this 68, this Empire, do you know what the price point would be?
Oh, if you put the reg on there, it's $270.
270 bucks. If you actually put the FLO Reg on there, we're talking 270 with that bad boy. And with the JTs, I believe it's 20 bucks more, so it should be around $290.
Yep, so for $20 more, I get how many more cubic? Like
12. So you're talking a 68 to an 80, so that's math. Math's hard for us here at Lone Wolf. So 12 more cubic inches for a bigger tank, which means more air supply for your marker. All right, we're gonna set that off to the side.
And look at the tanks side by side, guys. It's not that much bigger. So if you can swing that extra 20 bucks, I don't think you're gonna be, upset about it. The weight's very similar, the size is similar. Man, give me that extra 12 cubic inches.
Well, yeah, the extra, obviously you're gonna get more shots out of your marker, and it's really not too, you know what, you're talking. See, Mark, now we're just getting into it here.
I know. But that's a good video for later too, is we should do a comparison, 2 guns, different tanks, and see how much the tank actually impacts.
Okay, so yeah, 68 obviously on my left, which would be your right on the camera. So definitely smaller, but you're definitely gonna get way more shots out of an 80 than you are gonna get out of a 68. But also depending on how efficient your current marker is. So it's this and that. Tanks we've talked about. We've done the weight. We've done the prices. Let's get on to the Empire FLO Reg.
Yeah, why would I want this FLO Reg, man? I've been running Ninjas and
the Powerhouse and stuff.
And Infamous Regs and all kinds of stuff.
I can say that the Empire FLO Reg is the first one on the market with the outer adjustable technology to go from high pressure to low pressure. Obviously, with no air in the tank, you can switch it, but you don't have to go inside of the reg to mess with the shims and all that good stuff. But we'll get into that with just a second here. So this is a brand new Empire FLO Reg. We've got the aluminum bonnet. You got the dual O-ring system up top. And this reg alone retails $109.95. And if you want to buy the reg tool to actually work on it, which isn't absolutely necessary, but it is convenient to have, you've got the Empire FLO Reg tool here. So once you get into the inside of the reg, you've got a wrench up top. You've got a hidden Allen wrench that kind of just slides right on into this little pocket on the side. And then on the bottom, this is actually how you get the top knob off of the reg to kind of work on it and make your adjustments with it. So you got this little piece here. You see like the 4 little dots. Very interesting system. Not necessary if you guys don't own this tool, which is an extra 15 bucks. You can use a 3/16 Allen wrench to actually kind of dive on in to get this regulator off. But for now, I'll show you how to work on it with the tool that it, well, not that it comes with, but it's extra 15 bucks.
Yeah,
so
spend the money, get it. It's a cool tool.
There's 4 holes up here on the top that's going to align with the part.
Show those again? I couldn't see them.
So 4 holes here that are going to align with those.
Oh, nice.
So that's how you're going to get this off if you have the tool. Like I said, if you don't, you can depress the pin and use your 3/16 Allen wrench in there to get that off. So we'll use the tool for now. Tool's 15 bucks. Like I said, we're going to unscrew this top. And this is how this regulator, you guys can fully, this part can be done under pressure with air in the tank. So if you guys want to adjust it so your fill nipple or your gauge isn't digging into your wrist, this is something you can do under pressure. So this top piece will pull out. Just set that right there off to the side, and then you'll have access to the internal. So now you can see on the inside of this regulator all the notches, which coincide with this top aluminum bonnet here. So you guys can adjust positioning, like I said, even under pressure. You guys pull that top cap off, and then you can, literally kind of pick and choose your grooves, which you want to go into once it screws into your ASA, and you guys can adjust that. So, obviously once it's on your marker and you realize, man, I'm a dominantly right-handed shooter and my fill nipple keeps digging into my wrist, you can pull that cap off and then just adjust this top, put it back on, and you're ready to rock. So now that we're on the inside here, Empire, I think they did, like I said, the only reg on the market that can currently do this. They did a great job, first off, with the adjustment capacity there, still being under pressure. I like that. Now you'll notice here, which is going to be, you'll see HP, which is high pressure, and on the flip side, you will see LP, low pressure. These can be swapped back and forth, anywhere from 500 PSI output to 800 PSI. So currently, normally when they come stock, brand new, they're already preset to 500. So if you want to, you can simply take this screw out of the LP, this gold one. You're going to unscrew it. I mean, we're going to be using this is a 1/16. So you can take this out.
Is that the size that comes with the tool?
Yes, it is. Yeah,
buy the tool, guys.
Yeah, buy the tool, so you didn't even got to mess around with it. So you got a 1/16. This is should be the longer one here. And then you guys can literally take this out and just swap it. So you've got that gold one there, down here, and then flip it over to the high pressure side, and simply the external adjustment on this is great, one of a kind. So that's what your baby one looks like. So you took it out of low pressure. Now, like, okay, I wanted high pressure for some reason. Some people out there just, that's their personal preference. Now you just put the gold one into the HP side, screw it in, and you're ready to rock. So you went from 500 to 800 with a simple adjustment of the screw. Make sure when you are doing this motion though, that this tank is degassed. You guys are gonna have some issues if you try to do this under pressure. Adjusting the top bonnet, like I said earlier here, for the your comfortable wrist adjustment, you can do this portion under pressure. Don't be messing with the HP or LP under pressure.
And like you said, most of you won't have to do it. Leave it with the low pressure setting.
Correct.
Most modern markers can handle that or operate way lower pressure anyway. So putting it to 800 is kind of just wasteful.
Exactly. It comes stock out of the box right around 5 to 550. So, you know what, just leave it at that. Call it a day. Go out there, play, have some fun. Don't worry about the adjustments. If you guys want to do maintenance on this flow regulator down the road, there are 2 other separate set screws. Both of these are located right above those low profile burst disc. I like that they added that feature to this reg too. So normally burst discs used to be big and bulky and also just taking up extra room. They made these super, super low profile as well. You got your 1.8K here and then 7.5K, both almost close to flush with the reg. I really like that. They put some time and thought into that. If you guys want to actually disassemble this thing fully, these 2 set screws are going to make that happen for you. So once again, the same Allen wrench, 1/16. You can take out a set screw here and take out the other set screw on the other side. Like I said, once again, both of these are located right above the burst disc, so you know which ones you're messing with. And then Mark, look, it's the flow tool. You're going to take this and put it on the flats. So tool here, lefty ready, lefty loosey righty tighty. Is that right?
Lefty loosey righty tighty.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
So we're just going to follow the flow here. See what I did there? Wasn't that pretty neat? Pretty neat and cheesy all at the same time. So once those set screws are out, those do have to come out so you can actually access the balanced piston in here. And they did a real nice job with that. So you've got your cam that spins around here. This is what happens when you guys are actually adjusting that high pressure and low pressure, what I just said. So it kind of spins that on the inside. So this thing is fully rotational, and that's how it goes from high pressure to low pressure when you flip-flop those set screws. So, which is really, really nice. I like that. So
when you reassemble, do I have to line anything up? Because I see you spinning it.
You do, which I was going to hop right into next. So I'm going to set that down here.
Make me nervous, man.
Yeah, I know. So when you want to really readjust this bad boy, let me just make sure this is going to be the right way. I'm going to make sure, it's going to be hard for you to see on camera, that this T here is going to be going up towards the, yeah, it's hard. It's going to be hard to show on camera. I'll just hold it there. But yes, there is a certain way for you guys to actually put this in correctly. Well, there's two little notches, two little elevated pins, I could say, inside of this regulator. And that T has to go perfectly aligned on the inside there when you do take this thing apart. So obviously, if it's dark, that's why I figured the camera wouldn't pick that up. And then simply that T on that actual cam piece is going in between those two notches that are inside of the housing of the regulator. And there's full schematics on our website, on Empire's website, on this regulator itself. So I think the technology and the engineering they put into this is actually great, from being able to switch it from 500 to 800 kind of on the fly. I mean, unless obviously the air has to be out of the tank, but without taking the whole regulator apart and messing around with the shim stack, you guys can literally just swap those two screws and be on with it if that's what you guys want. And then under pressure, like I said earlier, being able to adjust this, I think, is a very, very nice option. And I think they did a really, really solid job with these components. Went with the balanced piston, so every time you guys, the recharge rates should be better for this regulator. And it's the Empire FLO, baby. You already know.
So I'm curious, are we going to see any lawsuits? I didn't think anybody was allowed to make a regulator without getting sued by one of the previous reg companies.
Mark, I have no idea on that, to be completely honest.
All right.
So,
because this is all new. I haven't seen any reg like this yet. So
no, yeah, it's definitely brand new. I like it. It's a good system. And other than that, yeah, it's the Empire FLO Reg here, guys. $109 for the reg. We already talked about all the other prices with it on the actual bottles. Check them out at your best source. It's almost paintball.com.
Woo.